Alright, Mr. Money Hustler here again to tell you about the Litecoin trade, which I think is like the investment opportunity of a lifetime for me personally. I think it's easier for me because I'm already involved. I'm trying to tell you guys about this too, because it's like something that I can just see happening, and like the odds are so good right now, and I just want to show you what's up, what's going on. Okay, what we have here is the chart from last night. That first big green bar there represents a big divergence, and you see how flat the line was to the left of that green bar. So that green bar was like the first indication that there's a divergence from the trend that's been going on there for a while. And that trend line is the ratio of value of Bitcoins to Litecoins. Basically what that green bar represents is that the value of Litecoins is sharply rising. So it is the case that what caused that was an announcement from the Mt. Gox, a different trading site that's more well known. Basically an acknowledgement that they intend to support trading of these new Litecoins on their site. So there was rumors of this a couple of weeks ago, and we saw similar behavior where Litecoins started increasing in value many times faster than Bitcoins. It was on the rumors of this information. So it is the fact that the Litecoins are getting a nice big jump. It may settle back down or whatever, who knows, but it's in reaction to this news that Litecoins will soon be traded on Mt. Gox. But for some reason, I think this is a lot bigger news than other traders seem to think, because Mt. Gox is the place that the layperson knows is related to Bitcoin. So the Mt. Gox brand is tied to the Bitcoin brand. And so when you add Litecoin to that Mt. Gox brand, it's going to give it a lot of credibility all of a sudden to all the lay people who really don't understand what's what. So I just think there's just huge potential here to the upside. I mean, imagine right now, say you've invested in say 10 Bitcoins, and you're like, the price of Bitcoin's going up, nicely sometimes. You might be thinking of when do I buy or sell, when do I need to get out, this and that. Just imagine that the price of Bitcoins increases to 1,000 by the end of the year. So you've got your 10 Bitcoins, and they've just gone up 10 times. You've made $10,000. Each one of your Bitcoins is worth 1,000. So the point here is that if you take that same 10 Bitcoins today and you buy, let's just demonstrate. Alright, so say for example right now at this very moment I type in an order for 368.6. I want to buy 368.6 Litecoins. Okay, I'm going to use my 10 BTC to do that. So that's what I've done with my BTC. The theoretical value of the ratio between Bitcoins and Litecoins is actually about 0.25. All other things being equally, which is that Litecoins are just as effective, safe, and reliable as Bitcoins, and the network's just as reliable. All of this that will come with brand recognition, which is fixing to take a huge leap as the Litecoin brand is soon to be associated with the Mt. Gox brand. So, my theory is that the relative value of Litecoins to Bitcoins is it's going to approach the theoretical from where it is now. So it's like an order of magnitude. It's like times 10. So what I've done here is basically I'm kind of simulating selling 368 Litecoins at the theoretical rate of 0.25, which will be approached as the Litecoin brand becomes relevant. It's going to approach this. This is like a best case, potentially best case scenario. So it might not be this great, but it's a factor of 10 almost. So your 10 Bitcoins, after the news gets out about Litecoins, as long as you store it in the form of Litecoins, can grow in value to be worth like 92 Bitcoins when you get ready to sell it back after the news gets out and the brand appreciation occurs. So then, after all of this news and hoopla about Litecoin so basically what I'm saying now is take your 10 Bitcoins, buy 368 Litecoins or whatever, however many you can get with them. Save it in the form of Litecoins until the market realizes and appreciates the value of having the Mt. Gox brand associated with the Litecoin brand. So, this is best case, but still, that's like a factor of 10. So even if it's only a factor, of 2, like 100% gain relative based on this news, which I really think is just a lowball thing. You still doubled your money. You still gonna have like 19 Bitcoins instead of 10 or whatever. So this is like, I think this is the bet to make. This is the bet of my lifetime. I'll be able to turn more money making this bet than anything I've ever done in the past, including selling a house. So I'm going all in with this theory. I'm going to make this bet. I don't do it at once. I've learned not to always buy at all at once, because I actually did make my first buy up here near the top, so I'm actually losing a little bit here because the red's kind of coming back down the wrong direction, but that's okay because I have other buys in here and here. I'm fine if it all goes all the way back down to that trend line. If people kind of forget about this news for a little while, what I'm betting on is that sooner or later word will get out that Litecoins are just as good as Bitcoins, and you'll get a green bar on this graph so big that all these other bumps will look like a flat line, because it's an orders of magnitude growth overnight, basically, which is what I'm betting will happen. And the downside risk I don't think is that bad either. I mean, it's almost like something would have to be found wrong with Litecoin that Bitcoin was somehow able to survive. That's really the only scenario in which case you're going to lose at this. And that's really a risk you're taking with the whole system anyway. I think there's greater probability of both Litecoin and Bitcoin going defunct, from an actual network issue. That's the bet we're all making. So anyways, I think that's the bet to make. I think, if you're going to invest in Bitcoin right now, you buy Bitcoins because they're easy to acquire with cash, and then get onto this btc-e trading site and get an account with the btc-e trading website. Once you have your Bitcoins, whether you buy them from a man on the street or however it is you manage to get your Bitcoins, once you have them, it's easy to send the Bitcoins anywhere you want. And then on all these trading sites, you can use Bitcoins directly to buy something like Litecoins, and you don't ever have to involve yourself with fiat currency issues the whole way through. Once you have Bitcoin, there's these extremely profitable trades that you can make that you won't have to worry about converting to fiat anymore. Just once you get a little bit of money into the system and get your first Bitcoins. So anyways, that's just the trade I'm recommending right now. I say put it all in on Litecoins right now. And to full disclosure, I currently have a few Bitcoins. I have actively, whether it goes up or down over the next few days, I'm going to be using my Bitcoins to buy more Litecoins. I do also have small holdings of some of the other no-name cryptocurrencies like PP Coin and not DevCoin, but TerraCoin. And I think I even got some Namecoin. Just getting a little bit into each one of these. There could be a new story come out about any one of them at any time. As long as you kind of buy low, shop, and buy these other alts, when they're kind of low and no one's thinking about them, you're pretty safe. Just holding on to those, just in the advent that there's some odd news story out about one or the other of them, and there's momentary spike in interest. Spike in interest usually equals immediate spike in price, and you can just take that opportunity to sell them off and then wait for another good time to buy them back. That's another good game to play. With all these alternate coins, and it's kind of a game you can play no matter which direction Bitcoin's really moving. It's a way for you to make money going both ways, even though it won't seem like you're making money. What you're doing is the object, the way to think. It's not about the fiat money. It's to think about increasing your holdings of Bitcoin. It's like your Bitcoin bucket's like your gold cash, and you just play the game from the perspective of just increasing the amount of Bitcoins ultimately. Because from Bitcoin you can get anywhere now. Bitcoin's like the hub. It's the hub from the cash into all the other currencies. So if you have when you make your hub bigger, you can take your value to any outlet that you want for it, whichever is most opportune at the time. Okay, well, probably not making any more sense now, so I guess I'll sign off.